Hello friends, welcome to another video. In today's video we are going to talk about the high volume time in the forex market. Now if you're a forex trader, you must know that the forex market is open for 24 hours for 5 days, but it's not possible to trade for 24 hours a day. So it's very much important to know that what are the high volume time during the day where we can trade. So, and if you are a scalper and intraday trader, then the high volume time is very much important to you because we are looking for quickly in and out of the trade. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the different high volume times during the day for the different trading sessions. So now we know that we have mainly three trading sessions: Asian, European, and North American session. Now, some people call these trading session by the continent. Some people call these trading session by the city names. Like Asian session is also called Tokyo session, which is a city name. European session is also called London session. North American session is also called New York session. So now let's come to the point. First of all, like if you have time during the Asian session and you want to trade the Asian session, so what's going to be the best time? What's going to be the high volume time during the Tokyo session? So now all these times are mentioned in EST, Eastern Standard Time, so keep a note of that. So if we talk about the Asian session or the Tokyo session, then the Asian session open at 5 p.m. Eastern, but keep in mind that the 5 p.m. Eastern, Sydney opens and Tokyo doesn't open at that time. Tokyo open at 8 p.m. Eastern, but so we can say that Asian session is going to open at 5 p.m. Eastern. But if you talk about the high volume time during the Asian session, that start at the that start at the 8 p.m. Eastern and continue for like 2 hours to 10 p.m. Eastern. So why we have the volume at this time? Because the Tokyo open at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and what I have noticed for the pairs I trade gold, GBP, JPY, Euro, JPY, and what I have also noticed for other JPY pairs that they show a very good volume from 8 p.m. Eastern to 10 p.m. Eastern. So it's basically like 2 hours. So if you are trading these pairs, JPY pairs, so definitely this is going to the best time to trade. But if you're trading some other pairs, so I would recommend you to go and check yourself if you find a high volume time during this time, and accordingly you can use this information. Now if we talk about the European or the London session, then the London session opens around 3 a.m. Eastern. But if we talk about the high volume time, then we can anticipate a high volume time from the pre-London to the after London. So basically like 3 a.m. Eastern, the London is going to open, but you can anticipate a high volume from 1:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 1.5 hours before the London opens, and you can anticipate this good volume even after 1.5 hours after the London opens. So all in all, it comes like a total like 3 hours. Basically, it comes like 3 hours from 1:30 a.m. Eastern to 4:30 a.m. Eastern during the London session, where you can anticipate a high volume. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm sharing this information based on the pairs that I trade. So you can, if you are trading some other pairs, definitely you can go into the market and check yourself. But because the London is going to open 3 a.m. Eastern, and with London the whole Europe is going to open at that time, so I think this is going to be the best time for most of the pairs which has the European or the GBP currency in them. So that's it about the London session. If we talk about the North American, the New York session, that's going to open at 8 a.m. Eastern, but you can anticipate a high volume or good volume from 6:30 a.m. Eastern to 10 a.m. Eastern, which comes around 3.5 hours in total. So that's going to be around, like that's going to be the high volume time for the New York session, in that we have the New York session open. Also we have the New York Stock Exchange open as well at 9:30. So that's it guys. As we can see, we have the Asian session for 2 hours, European session pretty good volume for 3 hours, and then we have the North American session for 3.5 hours. Now there is one more thing that I wanted to show you, that if like you can be from any part of the world, and if you want to know about these sessions, and I'm going to show you a pretty easy way where you can find out the timing of all these different sessions. So what you can do, you can go to the babypips.com, and then you're going to come to the tools, and from the tools you're going to come to the Forex market hours. So what you can do, you can scroll down. So after coming down, what you have to do, you have to go here and find out your local time. Now suppose I'm right here, like making this video from India, so I'm gonna select the Indian time. So from the Indian times, I have selected the Indian times. Now I have all these sessions right here. So this bar is going to show you your local time. So it is showing me it's a 10:29 a.m. in my local time on Friday. So as it shows you that Sydney is already open right now, and it's a 2:59 p.m. in Sydney at the moment. So Tokyo session is also open at this time. It's a 1:59 p.m. 2 p.m. in Tokyo. And as we can see, the London is still to open. And if I move this cursor to this point, as we can see here, the London is going to open. So if I move this cursor here, then we can find out that it's going to be 12:30 p.m. in my local time when the London is going to open, right? And if I want to move it to New York time, so it's going to show that it's going to be 5:30 p.m. in my local time when New York is going to open. So you can like select any country depending upon your local residence, and you can find out these trading sessions pretty much easily. I think this is going to be pretty a good way to find all these sessions. So that's it, guys. This was a small video on finding out the high volume time for the Forex market during the day. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you really did like the video, share the video and subscribe to the channel in order to support the channel and YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much. See you in another video.